Hello and welcome to Crouton Cracker Jacks. Today I'm going to show you how to make this adorable rainbow Peeps cake for Easter. Sure to be a hit on Easter Sunday. These are the ingredients that you need. So let's get started. The first thing I did was make up a couple of 9-inch layer cakes. This is one box of cake mix that I made up and split between two 9-inch pans, and I cooked them according to package instructions and let them cool completely. Now you can use any kind of cake mix that you wish. I just happen to be using strawberry here. And next I'm going to take a knife and I'm going to level off the top of both of these layers. And this will give me a nice level cake when I go to decorate it. Next I'm going to take my cake plate and just put a little dollop of frosting right in the center. And that will make sure that my cake stays in place as I decorate it. And I'm going to take one of my layers and peel off the parchment. And I'm going to place this face side down right onto the center of my cake plate. Make sure it's in the middle there. And then I'm going to press down firmly so it is seated well and it's not going to go anywhere. And then I'm going to take some more frosting, and I'm just using store-bought frosting that comes in a tub. I didn't feel like making buttercream this time. I'm just going to take some of that frosting and spread an even layer right over the top of this first layer of cake. And when I get that all covered, I'm going to take my second layer and peel off the parchment from that layer as well and place that face side down right on top. And I'm going to take some more of my frosting and I'm going to put a crumb layer on the entire surface of this cake. Now you don't have to be exact or precise with this because it's all just going to be covered up anyway, but you just want to make sure that there's a nice even layer of frosting all the way around. You also want to make sure and get the sides, and that little gap between the two layers of cake, you want to make sure and fill that up with frosting. And I'm using an offset spatula for this, which I find to be the best tool for the job. You can find these for just a couple of dollars at any place that sells cake making supplies. And once I got my cake entirely covered with that frosting, I just went ahead and smoothed out the surface. Again, like I said, this is all going to be covered up, so it doesn't have to be perfect, but you do want a nice foundation to work on. Now for my Peeps, I'm using the Peeps Bunnies in a rainbow of colors, which includes pink, orange, yellow, green, blue, and purple. I had a little bit of trouble finding the orange ones, but the Peeps website has a Peep Finder that allows you to go on there and find any color of Peep that you want. So use that if you can't find a specific color. And I just went ahead and cut those apart and put them onto a plate. Now working around the outside of my cake, I'm going to place the rainbow of Peeps. Now for my 9-inch cake, I happen to use exactly 24 Peeps. So I will need 4 of each color. And I'm just placing these around the outside of the cake. And you want to kind of make them so they're rather close to each other because you don't want to show any of that white along the sides where you cut them apart. You want to make that as non-noticeable as possible. And you want to make sure and press those bunnies firmly onto your frosting to make sure that they don't go anywhere. Now once my Peeps are around the outside of my cake, I'm going to take some more frosting and using this AmeriColor Gel Paste Food Coloring in Leaf Green, I'm going to tint that kind of a grassy green. I ended up using 3 drops for this, and using a spoon I'm just going to stir that up. And then I put this into a pastry bag fitted with a Wilton number 233 tip on it, which is a grass making tip. And here you can see the tip, it's just kind of flattened off and has a bunch of holes at the bottom. And when you pipe this out on top of your cake, it kind of gives it a grassy look to it. All you want to do is hold your tip about 1/8 of an inch above the top of your cake and squeeze a little bit of frosting out and then pull straight up. And that will give you your grass effect. Now the frosting that I'm using, because it is store-bought, is a little softer, so the grass tends to kind of flop over, but that's okay. And I went all the way around my cake until the entire top was covered with that grass frosting. And now is the time to go through. If you see any white spots poking through in the grass, just pipe a little bit of grass over the top of that. And next I'm going to take this little wooden picket fence that I bought at the craft store. This was only a few dollars. I shaped that into a ring and I'm going to place it right on top in the center because I'm going to make the top of this look kind of like an Easter egg hunt with a few more Peeps and some jelly beans. Now you could forgo this whole process and even skip the grass frosting on top and just fill the top of the cake in with M&Ms or jelly beans or whatever your candy of choice is. But I wanted to spruce it up just a little bit, so I'm going this route. And then I'm going to take some of the large jelly bean eggs and just randomly place this around my cake, both inside and outside of the fence. And then I'm going to take a few random extra bunnies that I had and shove a toothpick right up their butt and set them right on top of the cake, and that toothpick will help them stay upright. Place a couple of those right in the center. And there you go. That is how I made a rainbow Peeps cake for Easter. I hope you guys enjoy, and thanks so much for watching. If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more deliciousness, and if you'd like to follow me on Google+, Facebook, and/or Pinterest, all my links will be in the description box. We'll see you next time.